And welcome into the Couch Potato Sports Show and the Sachse Mustangs pregame show being brought to you by, of course, the Bullitt Experience and the Bullitt Football Academy. Make sure you check out this beautiful facility just outside of Waterview in Rowlett, Texas at 8900 Princeton Rd in Rowlett. Give them a call at 214-607-4518 for all of your football academy needs, whether it's training or getting ready for the season or that in-season work that is all important for every player. Check out the Bullitt Football Academy at the Bullitt Experience as well as the Jerry Bullitt Training Facility. We'd like to thank them for their sponsorship. Guys, we are getting set and ready. We are 1 day away from the Sachse Mustangs 2022 varsity football season, and it happens at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. And guys, let me tell you something. Homer B. Johnson Stadium is my favorite stadium to be at, so we get to start the season off over at Homer B. Johnson Stadium after being out of the booth for 2 years. So we are back and ready to go and to bring you a different look at what you normally might get from a play-by-play. You also get to see what's happening in the booth and a lot. And I'll say it again. There's going to be a lot of special effects, also files that are going to be showing up. You'll also be hearing and seeing from our sponsors, whether we put this up just like this and let our sponsors be known for the folks that are listening. And obviously, if you have an opportunity to take a look at some of our sponsors or use their services, please do so and let them know that you saw it on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Lots of fun stuff happening as we are set for the 2022 season. And let me just say, guys, it doesn't get much better than that. That being said, of course, you can catch that show on the Couch Potato Sports Show on Sundays starting September 11th from 9 until noon as we go over the NFL on our regular show that happens on Sunday. So make sure you check that out right here for all my Lopes. It's really good. And then, of course, we get our sponsors their time as they are have their commercials and things of that sort. So exciting times here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. And also just to ask, just to let you know, if you're interested, and you may or may not be interested, if you want to get in on a free pick'em league just to pick the winners of the game, just let me know and we'll get you involved with that. But we are here for the Sachse Mustangs. We are here for what we have seen from this football team. Now, when we were doing the broadcast for another football team right here in the Garland ISD, obviously we saw the Sachse Mustangs. We also seen them win games against us. We also beat them at the same time. So this is really interesting now being on the other side right here with the Sachse Mustangs. And it all starts with coaching. Let's just be honest. When you got a guy that has been here forever, and if I'm not mistaken, 2005, the only head coach this football team has seen since its existence. Mark Red Baron has been a guy that has brought consistency to the Sachse Mustangs, especially with the coaching that is going on. Fantastic guy and always has his team ready. Now, this is going to be an interesting season as we get set, as we don't have a whole bunch of guys returning. We got a lot of young guys for this football team. And sometimes they don't fare very well being the young guys. However, with the success that the Sachse Mustangs junior varsity team has had in the past, it has been outstanding, and bringing those guys up will be a really test to this team, and especially if they walk in off the junior varsity squad and can have an impact in a game. And that is one of the big things that are going to happen as we talk to the head coach of this football team, and he was talking about the leadership qualities. And when you have that leadership qualities out on the football field, you usually have one. Coach, Mark Red Baron has said, we don't have just one leader, two leader, three. He has a bunch of leaders out on that football field, whether that be some of the returners from the team last year or some of the guys that are stepping forward and getting ready to take on a new part of their football career right there on the varsity football team. Again, now we talk about the Sachse Mustangs taking on the Coppell Cowboys. This will be the 5th time that they actually met each other here out of district, and the Coppell Cowboys have been successful 3 times out of 4. So the Sachse Mustangs are getting set and getting ready to see if they can grab up another victory here. And it could happen because the first games of the season are really a coin flip on whether or not everybody is on the same page, depending on the teams that they're playing, depending on what is headed their way. And there's a lot of things that are headed their way as you got a new coach on the other side of the football field compared to the Sachse Mustangs. It's the same old, same old. That consistency is there, but the Coppell Cowboys has a new coach in Antonio Wiley that comes out of Wichita Falls and had a lot of success over there as well. So also you're going to take a look. You're going to look at a running back in Michael Rodriguez, who missed all the season last year with a torn ACL, but the year before that had a very productive time out on the football field. So that's something that the Sachse Mustangs are definitely going to have to look at as far as where they are going to go. So really interesting stuff here. Homer P. Johnson Stadium. Also, next week, as they take on Coppell this week, they are preparing to take on one of the powerhouses right here in the state of Texas. We're talking about the Prosper Eagles. So this will be a good test for the Sachse Mustangs going into that game. And I wonder what Bill looks at as far as this team is concerned, because when you think about the team last year, they finished 7-4, and it was they were a by-district finalist last year. So that is awesome, and they're going to see what they can build on that with some young folks coming in, as the strength of this football team is going to be their wide receivers and their front seven. So they're going to see if they could be successful against the Coppell Cowboys defense. That is really one of those teams that are very, very strong. As you take a look at a football team that has again, we're not going to destroy this guy's last name. I'm going to try. Odemegu is the defensive end for that football team, as well as a linebacker this year, finished with 12 tackles, while Braxton Meyer had 1 interception and defended a pass last time these teams met. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to see how the Coppell Cowboys, take on the Sachse Mustangs and see who gets the advantage and starts off 1-0 out on the season. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and the Sachse Mustangs pregame show of the Coppell Cowboys. We're going to hear from our sponsors. And guys, when we come back, it is the Eagle Eye, Bill Serna.
There is nothing that beats good home-cooked barbecue. Since 1941, Dickey's Barbecue has done all the cooking and you take all the credit. Come see us today at our Rowlett location, 5701 President George Bush Turnpike, Suite 110 in the Target Shopping Center. Whether you want to eat in or take it home, we will fix you up. For lip-smacking, rib-tickling, knee-slapping, foot-stomping, great-tasting barbecue, Come see us at Dickey's Barbecue today.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors. The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com. At the Jerry Bullitt Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullitt team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit the facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett. Sachse Ice House is a non-smoking craft beer and beer pub located in the heart of Sachse. The Ice House was opened to provide a friendly, clean, and female-friendly environment. Sachse was lacking a place for service industry, date nights, and girls' nights, as well as happy hours. Excellent service and top-notch food are our priority. On Tuesday, we offer 79-cent wings, as well as half-price burgers on Mondays. So check us out at the Ice House located at 6501 Highway 78 in Sachse, or give us a call at 469-304-1550, or check us out on the web at SachseIcehouse.com. Go Mustangs! Here at Fit Body Boot Camp located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse. Welcome back into the Couch Potato Sports Show and the Sachse Mustang pregame show as they are getting ready to kick off the 2022 season. up against a tough team, the Coppell Cowboys. I'm going to bring in the guy that usually sits on my left. It is the Eagle Eye Bill Serna. Good to see you, my friend. What's up?
How are you, Sonny? How are you?
I'm fantastic. I have been so jarred for the last 2 weeks. I mean, we met up on Friday night. You've seen where I was. I'm ready to go. I have the computer. I'm doing everything, getting all set for getting back in the booth 2 years away. And I don't know what it's going to be like. It's going to be a little bit different as we've taken on a new team, the Sachse Mustangs. And you want to talk about a tough game to start out the season. It goes up against the Coppell Cowboys, who have really, in reality, the last 4 times these teams have met, they've gone 3-1 against the Sachse Mustangs.
Well, and that's something that Sachse does every year is they load up on that non-district schedule. They play teams that are going to be playoff teams. Gives a coach a really good idea of where they need to work, what expectations, who are going to be some of his standout players. And I think of any year, this is even more so of a year because you do have a young team.
Yes. You're talking about a team as far as the Sachse Mustangs only returning 4 starters on the offensive side of the ball, 5 on the defensive side of the ball. They finished 7-4 last year, but this team, they get a new coach. And I will tell you, Bill, that's an interesting thing as well. So you get a different mindset from the Coppell Cowboys that we've seen the last 4 times. Now we got a new head coach who coached back in Wichita Falls. You may or may not know of him, Antonio Wiley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely going to be a little bit difference with them over there. So, yeah, very familiar with Coach Wiley from back in Wichita Falls days.
Yeah, definitely. And so when we're looking at what this team is going to be bringing, you look at the Cowboys, if you look at it, this is the 5th time they're going to meet, which is always good, familiar, but, the record speaks for itself. Each game has been high scoring in reality, but it's usually on the other side. But when you look at back in 2021, Jack Fishbaugh, who was making his first varsity start, complete 17-22, went 344 yards and 4 touchdowns as well, and a 42-28 victory last year for Coppell. So we already know what Coppell is all about, at least from last year. How much do you think the new coach is going to change anything, or is it just all about the same when you think about it?
Well, you know what? There's always an adjustment when you have a new coach. And, in Coppell's standards, last year was a tough year for them. They went 5-5, didn't make the playoffs last year. So it was a little bit different outcome for them. And you had mentioned Fishpaw, he had a great first start of the season, but he really struggled down the stretches. He only had 2 more touchdown passes for the remainder of the year. I'm sorry, 3 touchdown passes for the remainder of the year. So he definitely struggled a little bit. So, this is going to be a senior year. He's got Blake Robbins in the backfield, returning running back. They lost their big running back last year, but Robbins has some good experience back there. So, they're kind of like Sachse. It's sometimes you get teams that come into the new season that what to expect because they have returning players and, positions and a certain offense, certain coaching. This is going to be a little bit different for both teams.
Yeah, you look at the Sachse Mustangs, they lose their, I guess you want to call him superstar, Alex Orgy, who was actually committed to West Virginia, but decommitted and went up to Let's Go Blue. That's my team as far as college is concerned. So now you got a different look at what's going to go on. Grayson King, along with some, there's a quarterback, fight. Who's going to end up starting? Will it be King? Will it be somebody else? That's going to be the question. But more in the fact, when you look at what Sachse is going to do, regardless who's at the quarterback position, they have got a good, strong front 7 right there in front of the quarterback, and that's going to be a big help for the Sachse Mustangs.
Well, and Sachse always has. They're always great up front, and that's what makes their offensive run. And you kind of mentioned with Grayson King, you also have Gutierrez that is going to be in a quarterback competition with King. So both those quarterbacks could be starting a lot of teams here in the Metroplex. So it's definitely going to be a big competition between those two. I think whoever doesn't get that starting role is going to have one of the strongest backups around. So it's going to be it's going to be good to see how they roll out. But like you said, up front is where it all starts. All these years with Sachse's offense and all these successful players they had from offense has really started with the linemen up front.
I'm really interested to see if they use a 2-quarterback head, every once in a while. I think we'll see both of them, in the lineup. So, depending on the situation and what coach has got up his sleeve.
Yeah, and you're playing a midseason team, first game of the season. So, I agree with you. I think we're going to see a little bit of both of them, and really see how they react to a good competitors. So I think that's going to make a big difference, especially when you get into district. And since we're only playing 2 non-district games, district becomes that much more valuable.
Yeah, 8 games in district this year compared to the 7 that it usually is as far as that is concerned. Now, taking a look at the defensive side of the ball, defensive tackle, it looks like Jerron Counts is going to be their linebacker. Chris Talley also are big-time contributors in reality to this football team, and their experience is also going to help them out as they move forward. They are, one of, 2 of the few that are actually returning this year.
Well, and I will tell you, when these two teams play, a lot of times you see some offensive firepower. I think the name of the game for this game is going to be defense.
Yes.
You're going to see for some very good defense from both sides of the ball. Coppell has a couple of great one linebacker and one defensive end that's coming back this year. That's really strong. I can't pronounce his name because it's
we got to break it down.
Yeah, we're going to break it down. We'll probably need some staffing from Coppell to help us on game night because we will be calling his name a lot.
Yeah, JP will have to help us out with that. So, but take a look at, really on the offensive side, really question marks kind of at the quarterback position. We don't know what we're going to get. Really, the strength outside of the offensive line, wide receivers are going to be really big as they got Creel as well as Lockett and the Santana Quinn. Well, 1, 2, 3 punch. We're going to see. I think we're going to see a lot of slot passes go through over the middle. As far as maybe 5 or 10 yards in the middle of the field.
Well, and you're right in a sense that we don't know what we're going to get from the quarterback, but we know what we're going to get good because you have 2 good ones that are really good. It's just a matter of who's it going to be. So, but yeah, your wide receiver core definitely a little younger, but they have some good experience. And you got a JV team that was so successful that's coming into this varsity that really they're going to and not miss a beat.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how that offense rolls and gets going as far as the first game of the season. And you're always going to find out a lot of things about your football team when you are in the first week, what good, bad, or indifferent. It's how you'll adjust to go to week 2, and then week 2, you turn around and get a powerhouse of the Prosper Eagles.
And then that's just it. That was the key word, is how you adjust, because there's going to be definitely some adjustments. And the competition gets that much tougher when you go from Coppell to Prosper, which is in the top 25 in the state. Yep. So we're definitely going to see some talent there. Advantage we have is that they're coming to us. So we can play stadium and at the faithful for Sachse, even when we weren't calling for Sachse, they always had such a great following. So that's I've gone and followed Sachse in the playoffs. Really enjoy their following. So
yeah, you went to that game a couple of years back, didn't you? I remember you went out for that game.
Yeah, I was over at Allen High School, and it was Sachse against Duncanville. And Sachse hung on to him for a while.
Yep.
Then obviously Duncanville just.
All right, let's take a look at this game. What do the Mustangs need to do in order to maybe pull out the quote unquote upset victory as they take on the Coppell Cowboys?
Well, and I guess that's where I'm a little different. Is I don't call it an upset. I really don't. I think they play very head to head against each other. I think it can go either way for both teams. I think the biggest thing, and it comes from my background, is it's going to be special teams.
Yeah,
Who is
absolutely.
going to make that difference on special teams? Is it going to be a return? Is it going to be a blocked field goal or something like that? I think special teams is what's going to make the difference, because you got two offenses that are very similar. You got two defenses that are really strong. Where you're going to set the difference is going to be on your special teams.
I think that's going to be something that you're going to have to watch out for. You never know what will end up, going on. But really, to be honest, I think this is going to be the big one right here. I think it's all about the fumble recovery, man. I'm telling you right now that it goes along with special teams, what you're talking about there. You get that big play in order to stop maybe momentum from the other team. So I think it's got to be about defense. I think it's got to be about stops. But you never know what you'll get with that special team. So that could be the turning point.
And in high school, you see the biggest change in momentum. You see such a change, of the game on momentum, unlike any other, any other sport. When you go college to pro, I think you see momentum is so much more bigger in high school football than it is in any other sport. And you're right. A turnover, a special teams play can change the course of a game just like that.
Definitely. It's going to be a good one. It is the first game of the season. We've been doing a lot of talking. We've been getting ready. It is time. It is only, one day away. We are, about 24 hours away from the Sachse Mustangs 2022 season as we get set and to bring you the action right here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Exciting times there, Bill.
Man, I'm excited to get back in the booth and have fun, get those binoculars and calling those plays before they actually happen. So
yeah, we got Big Red Butch Wesson that's going to join us in the booth as well. So we got a lot of fun, everybody. Make sure you check us out. We're all over the place. We are kicking social media all over Sachse, the Sachse football teams and the cities and all the things. You can find a place to either sit and watch us call the play or listen to us call the play-by-play of the Sachse Mustangs taking on the Coppell Cowboys.
I tell you what, even if you're at the game, tune us in. Just right on your phone, you can log in and you can hear it right. You got family that's across the nation. Make sure they get the link. Make sure that they can get in there and listen to their family members playing.
Yeah, we're going to be on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and any other thing that we can get it out to. You can also hit the website for the Couch Potato Sports Show. You put in the couchpotato.wixsite.com/Sachse Mustangs. You can catch that. That could be your home. You don't even have to put in any new links. You can always go to that place and it'll be there. So it'll be there. We'll get all those places.
We're going to try to hit every platform we get. We're going to hit MySpace. We're going to hit NASA. We're going to hit the Pony Express. I tell you what, we're going to be sending it by pigeons and telling everybody. So
also, definitely. The cool thing about this is if you are on Facebook and you are watching on Facebook, you can send up messages to us telling us we're horrible, telling us we're great, or saying, hey, watch out for this guy, or you give a shout out to someone and it'll go right across the bottom of the screen if you do it via Facebook through the comments. So it should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We'd love to hear from everybody. And we're always open to any suggestions and
criticism, because they'll come.
Well, yeah, but I'm sensitive though, Sonny. So
there you go. Oh, we got to look out for you there. We don't want any problems with the eagle-eyed Beryl Serna. Just a little bit sensitive on that side. So we got to watch out for you. So, well, that's going to do it for us here on the pregame show, the Sachse Mustangs pregame show, taking on the Coppell Cowboys. Anything else before we're out of here, Bill?
Nope. I'm looking at a Sachse victory tomorrow. Like I said,
I got my fists clenched to hope
Yeah.
that happens. So don't
No.
forget your brand new pins that I set for you. So you're all set.
I got them all over the place.
And watch out for the goofiness that we will be doing. It'll be nothing like you've ever seen before and or heard before. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you out at Homer B. Johnson Stadium tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for the Sachse Mustangs and the Coppell Cowboys. Have a great evening, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.